Hello everybody, this is Cappy here, and I appreciate all the, we're getting a ton of email and requests. I don't know, maybe this week was just very busy, but we got a lot to get through today, and yeah, so an anonymous person writes, he says, Dear Cappy, I am a 24-year-old single male, employed. I answer phones at the telecommunications company for $22,000 a year with zero chance of promotion or a pay raise. I have a car, $10,000 in savings. Wow, zero debt. Hey, not bad. You're doing frugal, very frugal. I've lived in California my entire life. I'm ready to get out and make my way into the world. I'm a full subscriber of the Mike Rowe philosophy. I know I'm going to find the most opportunity in the manufacturing engineering sector. I have a background of electronics experience but no education. After dropping out of a fine arts major, good. I'd rather not have to enter college again. Yes, I've considered the Bakken oil fields and teaching English abroad. Without having to sit in a classroom again, are there any opportunities for me out there? Yeah, but you're going to have to work your way up through them. Like you've mentioned the Bakken oil field, and everyone keeps saying, it's just not all the Bakken oil. Yeah, you know what? It pretty much is. There are other places, you can find those articles online, the 10 most underemployed or job shortage jobs out there, where you can make, a lot of money. But you're just going to have to go out and work. There's other things like working for the railroad. You don't really need a degree there, but you're just going to be out in the middle of freaking nowhere. You got to work your way through. But once you get into that, they take care of their people real good. I've even thought about it because I think it'd be pretty cool to, work on trains. I know. I'd be out there with the rattlesnakes trying to throw a switch on a railway. There's also talk about Mississippi and some of the southern states are going to have start to frack, so it would not be as harsh as the Bakken oil field. But I'd say, yeah, you got to get some skill, and you're going to have to get some certification. And so if you're doing the Mike Rowe thing, you said you got your background in electronics. Well, shoot, just go get your, go to school for that year, whatever, get your certification and become an electrician. Who was I talking to? There's like 3 grades. Man, it was Danny from 504. But you gotta get some certification because you can't just, I'm an electrician. Oh, okay, here's some electricity. Just don't blow up the rig. Yeah. So go back to school. Unless you want to just go straight there, work your ass off. If you're okay with doing physical labor or, not having a really engaging job. I mean, so far you're doing great on $22K a year, and maybe you're a minimalist. Maybe you don't have to go to school. But if you're looking for something more, you want to travel, and you don't really want money to be an issue, you're doing it. Everything's right. You're single. You don't have kids. You're young. You got very little spending. I would just see if you can, just edge up a little bit, maybe get that trade, that certification, then you can kind of go anywhere. Secondly, can you recommend any states for me to settle in? I have no attachment to sunshine nor detached passive aggressive. Yeah, get the fuck out of California. In the unlikely chance, because it doesn't sound, I'm not criticizing your work ethic. It doesn't sound like you want to make tons of money. You just be all right with making a little bit. Still, California, fuck that place, man. That is fine. You deal with the fucking hippies and the leftists and the illegal aliens. Go have fun. I don't care what Rob Lowe, tells me about how great California is. No, it sucks, and it's unless you're in IT, and even then, I think it's kind of a weird culture they got going on there. But yeah, for a young guy, it depends. If you want to settle down and buy, I'd say North Dakota, not because of the Bakken oil field, because the chicks are hot in Fargo, and they're much more traditional and conservative. Me and Johnny Fargo were walking around like, what the fuck happened here? And like beautiful women all over the place, and a little more polite and conservative and old school. But if you're just looking to toy around and have fun, I like Vegas, not because of the casinos, but because of everything around Vegas. You can drive, if you're willing, within a 400-mile radius, you got a ton of shit to do. I like Utah for its hiking and its beauty. You could go to Salt Lake. If you can, live in Moab, but that's Moab, Utah. Visit these places first is what I'm saying. I really like the American Southwest. I really do. You probably want to stay in Vegas because there's no income taxes in Nevada. Despite Harry Reid, they're very pro-business over there. I like Phoenix. Some people say Phoenix is a little too arrogant. I like it. You just don't go to, what's it called? Not Paradise Valley. Scottsdale. Don't go to Scottsdale. I mean, go there, but just don't, you'll see. Go there and you'll see why you're like, all those passive-aggressive people you're talking about, yeah. And then I also like Florida. Again, no state income tax. Texas is a great place. I pick them not only because they're no state income tax, but they're warm. And there's definitely a unique culture at these places. Stay the fuck out of the Northeast. There's just no young man should waste his time in the Northeast. Michigan, Ohio, fuck that bullshit. Pennsylvania. These places have not only state income tax, but local income tax. So you gotta fill out 3 income tax things. It's like, that's a pain in the ass. Montana's alright. I went through Montana. It was alright. I wouldn't do Seattle or Oregon or Washington or Oregon. I just wouldn't do that. No offense to Mr. Donovan. Montana, yeah, kind of cool to know some younger people went to Montana. And if you really go to the east side, they got an oil boom going on there. And Wyoming, do not go to Wyoming. They are so fucking stupid there. I mean, you can go to Jackson Hole, but that's kind of hippy-dippy. But yeah, so that's kind of my take. Colorado, that's a fun one. I really like Denver. That's a fun town. I mean, if you don't mind paying your property or your income taxes, Denver, man, mountains right there. And then again, kind of like Vegas, you can drive within. Well, you're going to go primarily south or west, but there's so much to do. Yeah, so that's if I was 24 again, I'd be looking Nevada, Denver, and if I started making a lot of money, I'd think Las Vegas, Texas, or Florida. So hopefully that helps, and good luck to you. Toodles.